Welcome to WhatGear Reviews, you absolute legends. And one of the things that I really love about reviewing tech is there's always something new to test out. Stuff like this, the new Huawei GT2e smartwatch. So what I'm going to do today is run through some of the key features that you need to know about the Huawei GT2e watch. And you might be wondering what the difference is between this, the GT2e, and the original GT2. Well, we'll get into all of that as well. Are you ready? Let's go. So the number one most obvious difference between the GT2e and the original GT2 watch is the design. The original GT2 had a more classic formal watch design, whereas with the GT2e, Huawei are going for a much younger, more sporty look. The crown on the GT2e has been redesigned with what Huawei are calling a concealed crown. And essentially what it is there's no markings around the bezels now, and Huawei say this gives the watch a bit more flourish when the light hits it. The GT2e watch comes in 4 different color variants: graphite black, icy white, mint green and lava red. And the color difference only really applied to the newly redesigned fluoro rubber TPU wrist straps. And as you can see, it's got a 2-tone color scheme going on, which actually gives it a really nice contrasting look. And the perforations on the wristband should make it more breathable, which is ideal because this is primarily a sports watch. So this one here is the mint green, and honestly I didn't think I would ever wear a green watch, but you know what, it's quite a subtle shade of green and actually kind of looks a bit grey, and surprisingly I actually really like this green watch. Now check this out, the way the wristband attaches to the stainless steel body gives it a kind of unibody look, which I think looks pretty awesome. Another design difference here between the GT2 and the GT2e is the fact that the bezels on the GT2e are very ever so slightly larger. But to be honest, it really works with that younger styling Huawei are going for, and it's not really that noticeable when wearing it. And check out these new watch faces. These have been added to the Huawei Health app for the launch of the GT2e watch, and as you can see, they're much younger styling, a bit more trendy and pretty awesome. And with that said, you'll probably be able to get these on the old GT2 watch as well at some point through the Huawei Health app. Now let's talk about some of the similarities you're going to see on the GT2e that is also on the GT2. It's got a stainless steel body, it's got the same 1.39 inch retina grade AMOLED display at 454 by 454 pixels. It's got the same 50-meter water resistance. It can track 100 different exercises as well as pressure level monitoring, exercise duration, calories burnt, exercise progress, and the all-new blood saturation monitoring, which will help you with your recovery times after a workout. And of course, it's got the same optical heart rate monitor as the GT2, and just like the GT2, it can track 190 different types of data when it comes to tracking your exercise. And as well as that, it's got the Kirin A1 chipset, which supports Bluetooth 5.1 and uses incredibly low power. And just like the GT2, it's got the same 4 GB of onboard storage, which means, of course, you can store up to 500 songs directly on the watch. Now here is the difference. At launch, the GT2e will be cheaper than the GT2, and that's because Huawei have taken a couple of things out, and that comes in the way of the microphone and the speaker. And having used the GT2 watch myself, I'll be honest with you, when I receive phone calls, I very rarely answered it on my watch, and when I wanted to listen to music, I very rarely listened to music on my watch. So for me, it's not really a big deal not having those on the new GT2e. Let me know in the comments below, is the mic and the speaker on board important to you? On the software side of things, there's not much difference between the GT2 and the GT2e. It's pretty much identical. Just like before, you've got Huawei's True Sleep that can detect sleeping irregularities and address them the next day for you, which is really quite cool, to be honest. It's also got Huawei's own True Relax that will help you relax, and that includes breathing exercises and stuff like this. And then you've got a new auto detect feature. Now let's talk about the most awesome feature when it comes to this watch. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's one problem that smartwatches have, and that is when they're out of power, they become pretty stupid. But not this one, because it's running on Huawei's Kirin A1 chip. It can actually last up to 14 days with regular use, and this will depend on your usage. For example, if you've got the GPS on all the time, it's only going to last 30 hours. If you're going to use the GT2 as your primary audio device with headphones paired to it, of course that's going to run the battery down a bit quicker, but it's really cool you can do that. And in my opinion, if you're trying to decide between the GT2 and the GT2e smartwatch, I guess it's going to come down to which design do you prefer, which one suits you more, and is the microphone and the speaker built into the watch really important to you. If you want to check out the prices on both of the devices, there are links below this video, and if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't be late.